boxing, sometimes you just get hit. But thankfully for these boxers and the fans, they have lights out, down.
Heaviest hands in boxing. Deontay Wilder, George Foreman, um, Ernie Shavers. I say Ken Norton. Tank is obviously in the discussion. Mm, I say David Benavidez. But shoot, my list don't matter. Let's go and get into the video.
Downright
Let's go and get
ridiculous
into it, bro.
fight-ending punching power. Often called the touch of death or the
I want to
eraser,
say Ryan
one-punch
too.
power has
Ryan
many
got KO
names.
power,
In a
bro, but
sport where one wrong move can
I don't
ruin you,
know.
having this power is a get-out-of-jail-free
Arthur Better
card.
be Evans.
Today we're taking
He's
a look
good
at
too,
the
bro.
heaviest hands in boxing, with a couple knockout artists you might not expect. This should come as no surprise, as Gervonta Davis is the
I say
most
Rocky
electric boxer in
Marciano
the
as
sport
well.
today, but it
Definitely
isn't
Rocky
always a walk in the
Marciano.
park for Tank. In 2020, Leo Santa Cruz moved up a weight class to challenge Davis, and he came to brawl. In true Mexican fashion, he stood toe-to-toe with Tank, willing to take 2 shots to land one of his own. We already knew Santa Cruz was a dog, but when he decided to stay in the pocket and trade with Tank, he gave us one of Gervonta's most interesting fights to date. He was pressuring Davis effectively and tagged him up more than any of his previous opponents. Not saying Tank was ever in danger, but after tasting his power, Santa Cruz smiled and went back into the fire. Well, that smile wouldn't last long because after throwing the same punch 3 times
No,
in a row,
made Tank
Tank
hot.
figured him out and landed the nastiest neck-snapping uppercut right on the button. Leo went lifeless and Davis gave us knockout of the year. I gotta give it.
To me, that's not Tank's best KO. I don't even remember the name of the guy. Hold up, maybe I can find it. But bro, Tank hit this nigga with 3 uppercuts. Give me 1 second. His name started with an A, bro. I promise I remember his name. Hold up. Hopefully y'all can see this. He hit dude with 3 up. Oh, someone said 4. But bro, he hit that man with 3 uppercuts while he going down. That was
To
different.
Santa Cruz, he made it
It
competitive to the
reminded me of
point
Mike
where the
Tyson where he
commentator
knocked out Marvis
actually started to
Frazier.
believe in his chin.
Davis thought Santa Cruz was going to fold from his... Oh, my.
But when you got hands like Tank, the fight can stop at any moment. Pound for pound, Naoya Inoue is my #1 hardest hitting boxer, simply for the fact that he's sleeping world-class opponents in the lower weight classes, where it's notoriously harder to get a knockout. The monster made it look easy as he tore through the World Boxing Super Series,
Bro,
knocking out every champion in 2 rounds.
featherweight is vicious, dog. Featherweight, they some for real dogs. It don't look like it, but them featherweights can for real hit. And then on top of that, they fast and they throw like hundreds of punches. Bro, it's Naoya Inoue is a great fighter, but it's like what Tank said. Him and Naoya Inoue, that's not a nationwide fight, bro. That's worldwide. It need to be. I ain't even gonna say in Dubai, because a bunch of fights happen up in Dubai. I don't know, bro. They need to have it in like England. Naoya Inoue and Tank, that's a worldwide fight, bro. But I don't see Tank dropping back down to featherweight. I think he gonna stay in lightweight. Probably go up 140 again, maybe one more time, a couple more times. But I don't think Tank gonna drop back down to feather, bro.
Less. It was beginning to look like a cakewalk for Inoue until in the final, he ran into the left hook legend, Nonito Donaire. On paper, it seemed like another Inoue victory. After all, Donaire was a week away from his 37th birthday, and his best fighting days were well
Bro,
behind him.
yeah,
And the Filipino
Nonito
Flash
Donaire been
turned
fighting
back
for
the
a
clock
minute,
and
bro.
put on a vintage performance. In the second round, Donaire landed
Nonito
a counter
Donaire,
left hook
he
that opened
definitely
up a
going to
cut
the Hall of
above
Fame.
Inoue's right eye. This blurred his vision and had him seeing double for the rest of the fight. Inoue's hardest test was about to get a whole lot harder. To compensate for the double vision, Inoue had to cover his eye so he could even see where he was punching. Ironically, a trick he learned from his enemy 6 years ago when a punch had Donaire seeing 2 opponents. Studying film pays off. Inoue's troubles had no end in sight, however, as in the 9th round, a counter right hand from Donaire buckled Inoue and made him hang on for dear life. Inoue's monster aura was momentarily shaken, as we've never seen him staggered and forced to clinch in order to survive. It seemed like Inoue had finally won his
Golly,
match.
bro.
He was still controlling the fight.
I seen a little bit of this fight, but I did not watch the whole fight. No, Nito Donaire was not playing with Naoya, bro. Look at his face.
Inoue had finally met
He
his
busted
match.
him
He
up.
was still controlling the fights and winning most of the exchanges, but he was getting pushed to his absolute limit. In the 11th round, after a grueling, power-punching chess match, Inoue would finally land his bomb. His signature punch, a left hook to the liver, completely shut off Donaire and forced him to retreat. What should have been his 9th knockout in a row was ruined by the ref, who blocked Inoue, gave Donaire time before the counts, and let him continue despite standing up after 10. Regardless, Inoue went on to dominate a shelled-up Donaire and score a unanimous decision victory to unify the belts and win the Muhammad Ali
Bro.
trophy.
The ref shouldn't have even stopped it. Like, if bro turn around, you know you're not supposed to turn around up in boxing, fam. Whatsoever. That's on Nito Donaire. He was supposed to take them punches, fam. He was supposed to take them punches. You can't just stop the fight
Inoue
just
got
because
rocked,
bro
blinded, and took
turned
punches
back
from
around.
Donaire that have since knocked out other champions, but he persevered and landed his money punch. To take that much damage and still carry his power to the 11th round is testament to his accuracy, speed, and
Facts.
heavy hands. In the rematch, Inoue would leave 0 doubt, brutalizing Donaire and scoring the knockout in just 2 rounds.
And y'all watch Shu Khan or Zhu Khan. He's a Chinese fighter, bro. He goes by the monster as well. And him and Naoya Inoue fight or fought, hypothetically, that'd be a great fight. But I don't think Shu Khan coming back, bro. I don't think he coming back. He a Chinese fighter. It'd be
Fun
great if he
fact,
did though.
Inoue's younger brother Takuma is the same height, same weight, same trainer, same everything as his brother, but only has 4 knockouts on his record. Naoya Inoue is special, and with his monstrous punching power, it's no wonder he's an undisputed champion and the pound-for-pound #1 ranked fighter. Bud Crawford doesn't fit the mold of a one-hitter quitter, but I would be remiss to not include this cold-blooded clip. Despite dominating most of his fight with Sean Porter, Bud's corner told him he was down on the scorecards. Entering the 10th, like a scene out of Rocky, he knew he couldn't leave it in the hands of the judges. You can actually see Crawford's demeanor suddenly change and activate his killer instinct. Within 15 seconds, he had Porter on the canvas. After a minute, he was methodically picking Porter apart, countering him and beating him to the ground for a second time. Porter's dad had seen enough and threw in the towel. Terrence Crawford doesn't have one-punch power like Davis or Inoue, but his ability to shift into a higher gear at a moment's notice makes him one of the best finishers in the game. There's a reason why he's on a 10-win knockout streak, because he can decide to finish a fight whenever he wants to.
Bro, Arthur better
If
be
the
a
true heavy hands
cold, bro. He's the Khabib of boxing, bro.
could be a person, it would
Better BF versus Bivol. I got better BF, bro.
undoubtedly be Archer Beterbiev. With
Not
a
by KO
100% knockout
decision.
ratio, he's arguably the scariest puncher in all of boxing. He has that freaky, thudding, hit like a truck power. He's no Bivol when it comes to hand speed, but when he lands, it's night-night.
Facts, bro.
Listen to him throw hooks on the
He
wall back
he
like
lands
a
with some
sniper.
power, dog. He on it like he's really trying, fam. He like he's going like
It was
20%.
business as usual when he knocked down Callum Johnson in the first round, but this only emboldened the British fighter to take it to Beterbiev. Johnson shocked the world when a looping left cracked the champion, sending him buckling to the canvas. Beterbiev was in real danger too as he stumbled to the corner. Callum Johnson had a hurt champion right in front of him, a punch away from the title. but he couldn't seize the moment.
I never seen
And
this
if you
fight.
give a ferocious puncher like Beterbiev a chance to recover, you're gonna pay. After a break, Johnson attempted to swarm Beterbiev and got caught coming in. A right hand crumbled him, and he couldn't
Dang,
beat the count.
that was a clean
As
shot,
fast
bro,
as
right
he
on top
almost
of the
became
head.
champion, his dreams were dashed away with a single
Dang,
punch.
bro.
Beterbiev doesn't have that snappy, fast, Inoue power, but gets the job done with thunderous, heavy, destructive force. 19 men have tried, and all 19 found out the hard way.
Anthony
Boxing
Joshua's a
fans
great
might
boxer,
not be
bro.
so hot on Anthony Joshua now, but it was only 6 years ago
He was a sore loser after the Usyk fight, though. That man was a sore loser, bro. He didn't go out like a champion.
when he was the undefeated heavyweight champ with 18 wins, all by knockout. Back when he was a bruiser, every AJ fight felt like it was gonna end in fireworks. And for a 41-year-old Vladimir Klitschko, it was no different. AJ came out swinging in the 5th round. We haven't seen Joshua this aggressive since before the first Ruiz fight. A 4-punch combination brought Klitschko to his knees, but he looked more disappointed in himself than hurt. You don't get to be the longest reigning heavyweight champion without some grit. He survived the round and even landed on a gassed out AJ. The next round we were abruptly reminded why Klitschko's nickname is Dr. Steelhammer. With an absolute missile of a right hand, Vlad laid Joshua out, and it looked like the face of British boxing was doomed. Suddenly, we had a clash of the titans on our hands. Joshua got up, but had to grab on to survive the round. At this point, perhaps because of his age, Klitschko was too cautious and allowed AJ to recover, giving us the most iconic uppercut in the modern heavyweight era. To this day, I still don't know how Vlad's head stayed on his neck or how he stood
That was a Mike Tyson type of KO, bro.
to recover, giving us the most iconic uppercut in the modern heavyweight era. To this day, I still don't know how Vlad's head
Bro,
stayed
that
on his
was
neck
better than
or
a
how
Mike
he stood
Tyson
standing
uppercut.
as
I
long
mean, that
as he
may
did.
sound
This
far-fetched.
time,
Say whatever
Joshua
y'all want
smelled
to say.
blood and knocked down the veteran 2 more times en route to a stoppage victory. A true passing of the heavyweight torch. 2017's Fight of the Year gave Klitschko a legendary send-off and saw the rise of an emerging star in Joshua. A composed and ferocious finisher with knockout ability I hope we'll see again soon. Deontay Wilder is
I really do feel. I said you. I already got the dang. That man Anthony Joshua done rubbed off on me, bro. Just by watching this man tape. I really do feel like Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua do need to fight. Um, Usyk and Anthony Joshua fight for a 3rd time. That'd be what's up, but I really do feel like Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua need to get up in there. I just don't see Anthony Joshua. The new Anthony Joshua, he could win off of points. But knocking Tyson Fury out, no. Tyson Fury's a big man, and bro, he's getting shredded now, dog. Like, for the Usyk fight, he has been getting shredded, so we ain't gonna see that same Tyson Fury that we've been seeing with the big belly.
the prime example of a boxer who's
That
always
just
in the
goes to show
fight.
how serious he's taking the Usyk fight.
Arguably the hardest hitting heavyweight of all time, the Bronze Bomber only needs a split second to land his right hand. But when you have that eraser, that catastrophic fight ender, you fall in love with your power and
Dang.
neglect your boxing skills. In the case of the Luis Ortiz rematch, Wilder was perfectly fine with losing rounds. A slick Cuban technician, Ortiz was controlling the fight and landing all the notable leather. I must admit, I foolishly believed that Ortiz was going to be the first to crack the Wilder puzzle. He was comfortably ahead on all the scorecards and winning the exchanges.
Bro,
But as
cracking
Wilder always
him.
says,
These guys have to be perfect. They have to be perfect. For 12 rounds, I only have to be perfect for 2 seconds.
the Alabama hammer came down on Ortiz's head and he was sent to the Shadow Realm. Down on the scorecards or badly hurt, Wilder always has a puncher's chance. Even after Fury had him rocked in their trilogy fight, staggered and on the back foot, he sent a shockwave of force through Fury's body. At any given moment, the Bronze Bomber can put you to sleep. Speaking of punching power, Devin Haney is the undisputed lightweight champ. Watch this video next to find out why he might actually
I like this dude's videos, bro. His videos be fire. He be knowing what he be talking about. He ain't lie about nobody on there. Um, all the boxers is from the current area. Oh, I say area, era. But yeah, y'all make sure. I don't even know this dude's YouTube name, but if y'all find his videos, subscribe to him. Y'all like my video. I'm out. Peace.